Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know we have Fiendsmith engravers, guys. Here we have the card of the moment, the engine of the moment, that top, with Rizio and YCS Anaheim, and that continues to take over the meta once again with that strong combination, and also in other decks. I mean, this engine alone allows even rogues, certain rogue decks, or that would be rogue decks without this engine, to actually compete at a super high level. These cards were fitties. I honestly said back then, guys, we're gonna move on into Rizio. I would be unloading these at 55s, and I was wrong. That's fine. Sometimes, most times we're right, sometimes we're wrong. I like to call it how it is, integrity at its finest, but that's fine. I didn't expect Fiendsmith engravers or the engine to be used compared or paired with Rizio to that effectiveness of Anaheim. So the card spiked up from 50s to triple digis, 100s, 105s, and now the card, the chart is always dead here. You see the spike, some sales even in the hundos. If you really scroll down, we should find some sales. Look at that. You got their play set at 99s. Look at all these. Look at that. Look at all these sales near 99 bones right there. People were coming in and pay. I want to see the triple digi, man. Where is it? Right? Holy moly. Yo, Belly. Yo. Oh my gosh. Imagine you're that guy, bro. Just imagine you're that guy. Where's my guy throwing? Right here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Imagine you're this guy, bro. And engravers are 80s and 90s, but you FOMO so hard, man. You're like, oh my God, trip top with, engravers, and I need it. I'm gonna top my locals now. And you come in and you pay 186 bones plus tax, bro. Get out of here, Billy. Come on now. But look, you have a bunch of sales here around the hundies. Look at that right there. Flat 100 for an LP. Damn, Billy. But look right here. People were paying even above $100. Look at that. 105s for a play set. And look, Billy came in and paid 150 as well. And 130s. And 130s. And 110s. It got insane. It got insane. And now the card is retracing back down to the mean. Why? Because people take profits. People take profits. Doesn't matter. You might be thinking like, who's selling this card right now? It's very, very needed. Everyone needs engravers. Like, who's selling? People that want to take profits. People that bought this card at 50s, maybe got a deal locally at 45, 40s, and they see this card is still up 2x at 87s, pushing 90s pretty soon. Of course, it's still crashing down from those crazy triple digit prices that I just showed. But again, could the sell pressure go back down even to 75s? Is definitely possible. But I just look, if they're already reprinting Fuwalos in Rarity 4, and that came in Rage of the Abyss, guys, we said Perulia most likely gets reprinted alongside that. The real question is if engravers are getting reprinted in Rarity Collection as well. That would be mind-boggling, because you'd be like, what's coming into tins then? You know what I mean? But we'll see, man. Again, it's all about the spike. It's all about, you see this spike, this is what I love selling. Let's say if I still had the card down here, or I got it, especially if I got it down here, you see the spike, you sell into that demand. Of course, the card always has that potential of going into triple digis and beyond once again, especially if it doesn't get reprinted in Rarity 4. So again, when you make a decision, no one can say the definite answer. Why? Because we don't know if it's getting announced a reprint soon. If it is, then it falls to the wayside. If it doesn't, then it spikes up. But again, I love to sell spikes, especially like me at triple digis. If I would have gotten them at 50s and I saw them at hundies, bro, we would have been unloading. But again, it is what it is. The demand is all-time high for this card that just continues to let so many decks to compete in the current meta. So definitely one to keep on your radar. Then we have Deception of the Sinful Spoils. We were in the low 30s last time we were talking about this card, and we said it was going to go into the 20s. And right now, it continues to crash down, falling knife mode, actually cracking that $30 mark. It's pretty close still, but when you start to see multiple listings here in the high 20s, those are the cracks in the seams right there. Look at that, even play sets here. Again, people just trying to get at least $100 for this card for a play set right now. I still think this card is going down at least 25s, maybe even as low as 20s. Crack the teens there for a bit. And I believe then will be the best time to get exposure to this card once again, because it didn't get hit, right? I got like people were saying in the floor, oh, deceptions are gonna. I don't think deceptions got hit, right? So again, all these crazy banless moves and craziness in the markets, but again, it's because people are using it less. So now they're moving into Fiendsmith, Yugioh, Malice. So you see the sell pressure coming in. But if it goes down into the low 20s, teens maybe, like we said last time we talked about this card with the White Forest future support, possibly using the Azamina engine, and cards like these, you want to make sure. I don't think the life cycle is done for this card. The only thing that could nuke this is also a reprint announcement. Now we don't know. Like what used to be safe bets, safe plays, safe investment, like, oh, Rage of the Abyss, latest core set. It won't get reprinted until next year's 10, so it's a safe. Not anymore, man. That Fawalo move changes the game, changes the playing field. Insane what they've done with that card. Wow. Or maybe it's just a one-time thing, like, oh, just for Mo Charmies. We'll see. We'll just see how it pans out. And look, speaking of Mo Charmy Perulia, we literally over the weekend said that I would be selling this card or continuing, to have it in my, seller's radar per se. Could it reshape and spike up in the demand, because that's months away? Sure. But in general, and I don't think it has even been, at the time of recording announced as of yet, but people can smell it. If Fawalo's that just came in Rage of the Abyss is getting reprinted, what do you think is going to happen to the Mo Charmy that came in the core set before? People expect both Mo Charmies to be reprinted to the ground. So again, you can see the crash here from 89s pushing 90s, crashing down, it says to 70s, but really low 60s, guys. 30 listings here, 3 pages only. This card continues to crash down in price. It does quickly go back up to mid 60s where you see the walls of China now, but these walls, they weren't here. At 88s, 89s. They're coming in now because they were holding on maybe to sell at triple digits, but now things have reversed on them, on these sellers. As you can see, the strong move, guys. Look at that. That's why it's all in the charts, man. Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. Look, I'm terrible drawing lines, but look, this is what you call an uptrend. You have these touch points here, right there, touch points. Look at that, respecting the trend, and then blop X right there. You pierce the uptrend. The trend is your friend until the end. And again, for this card, it seems that the end is near. As you can see, that's it, man. Trend is over. Yeah, could it respike back up from down here, and make some weight? Sure, but the general trend should be over for this card, especially if they announce a reprint pretty soon, as many people expect for it to come in Rarity 4. That's it, man. People, these walls of China, people coming in trying to make sure that they can still recycle that purchasing power. And then we have here Malice in Underground, guys, from Crossover Breakers. This card used to be 40s recently. Wow, 1,358 sales in a 48-hour time frame. What a candle. Wow. But still crashing down now into the mid 30s right here, as you can see. And then it could maybe go as low as to the low 30s. So we'll see. But again, the walls of China are starting to come in. Yes, massive demand for this card, as you can see. But the volume is dwindling. People that really wanted it has them. And then now we're trying to find a floor price at around the mid 30s. I believe it could go as low as the low 30s, as we said. But I don't see the demand going too far for this one. Malice is going to stay relevant. Is the field spell. It'll stay relevant throughout, Nats of next year, most likely. So again, you can see these walls right here. But again, if you can get these maybe for $100 a playset, that ain't bad, man. If you can find someone that can hook you up $100 bill for a playset, not bad at all. But this one continues, as you can see with the chart, making new all-time lows as that supply pressure comes in. Then we have Yugioh Detonator. Got cleaned out, guys. It was 115s, went up to 175s, with the highest sold here at 275. Someone, Billy Bob, he had to FOMO in, and now you come back and it's 120s. Mind you, there's 6 of these. After these 6s, they go back up to 150s and then back up to 200s. But these deals are here, and there's 6 of them. So again, people coming in, look at that discrepancy, man. Just a couple of days difference. There was people out here paying 230s, man, for a playset. Guys, 230, and that's without tax, mind you. That's what, let's say 700. Let's say 700. And let's say if you come in today at 120s. Guys. People out here paying 2x, essentially. Only with a 4-day difference? Wow. Look at that. This is a crash compared to these prices. Damn. Look at that. People out here paying 275s. I mean, 12 listings only. Deep down, the card is scarce. It is the technical highest and max rarity. So again, I believe these are deals. I'm bringing you this deal. If you're playing Rise or you want the high end, this is not bad. The card will spike up to 200 soon. Again, you can just see these one-ofs here. It's scarce. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of these price retracements, massive retracements, people coming in with deals with multiples here. Take advantage of this. Same as Yugioh Dual Drive. Jay, but I don't play Yugioh. I play Malice. Who cares? Just buy it and you sell it to new Yugioh players that want the max rarity in a couple of weeks or a month down the road. It's that easy. Dual Drive used to be 120s, says 115s, but nah, we're down $20 from those previous lows here. New all-time low. Falling knife mode into the double-digit range. 23 listings here. Of course, you see the 5s right here again. I'd be buying here. $20 down from the previous low. I'd be buying here because after these 5-ofs, they're just 1-ofs all the way back up to triple digits. So guys, these are deals and steals. If you're a high-end investor, a heavy stonker, or maybe you want the highest rarity for your Yugioh deck, this is the time to pick up those 2 extra deck cards in their highest rarity as they continue to crash down, in this case, into double digits. Take advantage of that. And we have the other Yugioh, the core pieces. Guys, you know, when I saw these at around 30s, I sold mine at around like 32, 33s, just like a couple of days ago. Got back, I picked one up from Anaheim, got back, slapped it on TCG Player. So I traded for one in Anaheim and came back, sold it on TCG Player now, you know, $10 cheaper. I like it. Why? I'm like, damn, this is too expensive. I just got 1X. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to get 2 more of these at 30. I'm not paying $100 for this playset. And now it's nice to see it retracing down, you know, falling knife mode from that point, you know, with hundreds and hundreds of copies being sold. And now it's crashing down into a new all-time low. Falling knife mode, it says 24s, 71s, around 25s, but really, we're around 24s. Excuse me, guys, with a playset right there. And then it quickly goes back up to 25s. But what I like to see, you know, is that supply pressure come in. Week 2, week 3, a month in. You want that supply pressure, hopefully, to bring back down into the teens. Because, damn, even $50 a playset. You know, that's $150 that you have to get for the 3 core pieces that we're going to talk about next. But 50 a playset is much better than $100. So hopefully this card continues going down and these walls continue putting pressure, you know, to the rest of the sellers. We'll see how it pans out. But regardless, it's $10. It's about $9 down from where people were buying these not too long ago, as it continues to crash down. That's what you want to see, man. You know, Sword Yugioh, same deal. Look at that. Card was 31s. Let's see, where is it? 24s, spiked up to 31s, and then back down to 24s. And here we are. Same deal, but this one has more walls of China. So this one could actually go down into the teens if this sell pressure continues. We'll see. But again, you see that a recovery and now crashing back down, probably making a new all-time low soon as it heads towards the lower 20s or maybe even into the high teens. That's what we expect for Sword Yugioh. Then Ice Yugioh, same deal. This one says it was 22s, spiked up to 24s, but really it's still around 23s. Right here, same deal. Most of these are around 23, 24s. Hopefully we can see all 3 of these core pieces, the Yugioh core pieces in the teens as these walls continue to come in. Hopefully, because I mean, if it gets cheap enough, then your boy, I mean, I have everything else. You know, might pick up the deck, but we don't like paying these crazy prices, man. Nah, we need these in the teens, 15s. I doubt it goes down there, but hopefully we wake up one day and we see those prices. Then we have the White Stone of Legend. This card was what? 10 bones, spiked up to 24s, and now retraced back down to the main at 15s. This is the healthy consolidation right here. The healthy retracement. 50% down, half off, halfway. This is the strategy, boys. If you want this card, you're playing Blue Eyes, or maybe you're not, but you're an investor. You're like, you know what? This is cheap enough. Let me pick up this card because Blue Eyes players are going to go crazy. And look at that, 1350. That's just a one-of. Then it's around 15s with plenty of one-ofs. And then eventually it's going to be $20 again, 4 pages only, 31 listings. Take advantage of these deals. Basketball cards here again, man. This seller's just making it to our, man, on point, making it to our market watches recently. But there we go, guys. Take these are deals. Literally anything under 15s is a steal. This card could easily 2x back up to 25s and beyond. When the Blue Eyes hype is around the corner, no one's paying attention to this card. No one's looking at this quarter century like, oh, the White Stone Legend. No, that's why we're highlighting this, especially as a quarter century. Anything under 15s, I believe it's a great deal. Then we have Thunder King Rio. Again, a great Time Wizard card. The card is just broken. This card V-shape recovered from 28s to 38s, 39s, almost 40s. Guys, look at that. Retracing back down, halfway, 50% down, right there. That's what you want to buy. It says 32s, but thankfully, we're actually at 26s, guys. So, again, we actually came all the way back down, if the chart updated, all the way back down to the scene of the crime. You want to buy. If you could pick these up at around 25s, I think these will age very, very well. These could be 50s one day. It could give you that 2x. In the future, once it gets harder to get. So these deals, these one-offs, pick them up because then it quickly becomes 30s and beyond. So as the card continues to crash down and provide opportunities and deals, if this is the version you want of this card, then keep an eye on it like a hawk. You might be able to get these at around 25s, but even now, way cheaper than 40s. You know what I mean? So definitely keep it on your radar. Then we have polymerization beat hero art. As you can see here, this card spiked up from release from 16s all the way to 28 bones. Remember, many quarter centuries from quarter century bonanza, they spiked up, man. People realized how hard these were to get, this, that, and the third. And now, these cards are all crashing back down. Now the supply is coming in. People are forgetting about these cards. And look at that, from 27s, 28s, down to 16s. It says here, right? Wrong. We're, around 14, 15 bones, a couple of one-ups, and then, play sets at around 16s. But yeah, this card used to be 28s pushing 30s, guys. So this is setting up to be a clean 2x in the future, especially hero, man. Hero art. What do you think hero players are going to do once this gets hard to get? They're going to come in, man. They want the scarce, beautiful quarter century secret hero art poly. Man, this is a great investment right now. As it came back down to the seat of the crime. If you're into this type of investing, 15 bones ain't bad, man. Much better than paying 28 to 30s. As again, these cards continue crashing down. Summon Skull, I saw listings at around 50s. Look at that. 50s high sale price, recovered from around 15, 18s, spiked up to 50 bones. And now it says retracing back down to 30s. And yeah, this is where we are at around 30 bones, 42 listings. So again, if you're a boomer and you want this as part of your collection, from bonanza, as a quarter century secret rare, you come in, you're not paying 50s, you're paying 30s because you waited. Yeah, you maybe didn't get the lowest deal, maybe you were late for that, but your patience for this. So what do you get? An average price, and you have to live with the results. Maybe you didn't buy the low, you didn't buy the high, you buy the mid ground, the midpoint, right there, as we always like to say on the channel. I think this one ages well. Again, as part of the nostalgia boomer section of bonanza. And even if you're Jay, I'm not a boomer, I don't care about this card, an investment. You can get these at 30s and sell it to a Billy Boomer at around 50 to 60s down the line. That never gets old, man. Billy Boomers, yo. Then we have Malice Q Heart Scripter. This ultra rare continues to dump down. It says it's around 2s, but really a bone, down 50%, half off discount, 144 listings. So this is readily available, this Link Monster. I'm here super cheap. Of course, you only have a couple of 1s and 2ofs. And then the card does quickly go up to about $150, where you see, especially post-tax, where you see that wall of China. But again, if you can take advantage of any of these at $1, if you need it, you're playing Malice, you can sneak some of these in, then definitely make sure you do so. Because I think this one has an ultra rare. Once, crossover breakers gets harder to get, it always has the potential to beat 2s, to beat 3s, maybe even 5s. But right now, the supply is just too great. But definitely one for the long term to keep in mind as it continues crashing down. Then we have the Bestial Bellion again. The card was 28, guys, pushing 30s post-tax, at the height right there. You see 2850s, you know, and then it's been crashing down ever since. It's been retracing back down to the means. Basically to 20 bones here. You see that 21s with multiples here, 49 listings. So again, 5 pages only. People just took profits. You can clearly see it. People just took profits. But this is when, if you don't believe, again, I think this card is getting reprinted in Rarity 4. When it gets announced or not actually matters, but we don't know. They could come out tomorrow and be like, the Bistio package is in Rarity Collection. Or they might wait until just a month before, a couple of weeks before. We don't know, right? So again, this is hard to play this gap zone just based off that, like possible announcements. But if you needed to play, then you want to buy it here around 20s. You didn't want to buy it at 2850s or 30s. You want to buy them at 20s. You want to buy the retracement back down to the mean, you know, for this card, especially volume coming in and getting, you know, recently the highest volume in the last couple of weeks here. Not by a long shot, but still, you know, those are the small signs. If you need this card, you plan to play in the next week or two, maybe month, just hope that they don't announce it anytime soon. And I think 20s is a great entry price for this card, you know, from the tins, again, until it gets reprinted. Then we have Centurion Primera. We talked about this card the other day. I think it was like 10, 11s. I don't remember the price exactly, but we said, guys, I'd be selling my Centurion cards. I'd be selling Emblema Oaths. I'd be selling Primera. Today, yeah, could these cards reverse and go up and everyone starts using Centurions? Probably not. So again, you know, again, as this continues to retrace, yeah, we were talking about it at 10, 11s here, and we said, guys, just sell this card. We said it was going to be single digits, and here we are. We have a couple of 1s and 2s, and then it does go back up to 11. So these walls haven't caught up yet, but I believe this card will be a solid single digit card. Might actually go back down to 5 bones. But we have to monitor the markets, see how, you know, at the regional level, if the deck continues to perform or not. So, but just in general, I would be unloading these, and you know, as $5 is a potential on the low end, maybe mid-range, you know, 750s is more likely. But you're starting to see the cracks as single digits here, as expected, and we called for. Then we have Diabellstar the Black Witch. This ultimate rare continues to crash down, guys. To know that there was a Billy Bob. Where is he? Look at that. Hey, that's coming in the future. Yeah. Hey, shh, quiet, man. That's a hey. Where did Billy Bob go? Right there, man. Where's my guy? Hey, right here. Where is it, man? Hey, Billy. Man, Billy, come on, man. Billy needs to be on the screen. There we go. Billy, right there. I'm just trying to move this, man. How do I move this, man? Look at that. Man, this thing makes it hard. Look, man. You guys saw Billy. Billy bought this card at 88 bones. Imagine you're Billy Bob. Just imagine. You're Billy Bob, man. And you bought this at 88 bones. Right here. Card came out. You're like, yo, I need it. I'm a formal win. We had 18 Billy Bobs pay 76 bones. Guys, 18 Billy Bobs paid 76. They paid essentially $80. And we had one victim here that paid 88s. 21 Billies that paid 57s. And 28 Billies that paid 46s, 47s. And then more Billies. And more Billies that paid 50 bones for a $20 card. Just because they couldn't wait. Jay, but I got value. I was using my OTs from October to now, and we're in December. Nah, bro. You know, I would have played a reprint from Bonanza. You know, pick maybe a secret rare, maybe whatever, a PCR, PUR, chill. And now, as we attempt to find a floor in the teens, now I would be considering picking this card up. Sure, could it continue going down to 15s and to the lower teens? Anything is possible. But again, much better to buy into these one-ofs here at 20 bones. You have a full playset from different sellers, but a playset at 20s, then paying 40s, 50s, just buying on the way down. Buying on the way down. Recently, 28, 30s, 32 Billy Bobs. Again, you know, volume. Look at this. 28 Billy Bobs at 25s. They paid an extra $5 because they couldn't wait. Jay, but what if you wait too long and it reverses? That's also a possibility. So, of course, these are good. People buying around 25s, 20s, that's fine. In the general gist of things, they weren't up here buying at 40s, 50s, and 70s. But in general, again, this card continues to crash down in price, continues day by day to make a new all-time low. So definitely need to keep it in mind. And these OTs, I like them, man. I like him. You know, I saw these in person. He looked really, really nice. But as the engine continues to fall out of favor, you know, and all these reprints causing sell pressure on the OTS tournament pack version. Guys, don't forget, link in the description down below. Make sure you come in and check all these community resources here. Follow on X if you have X by any chance, and the Discord. We continue to grow. We're just like 10, 12, 13 people, like a couple of people away from 700. So let's join the movement. If you're listening to my voice, you know you got Discord. You know you're probably too lazy, just like your boy. You know, I tend to be lazy at times, but sometimes we got to push through. Why? Because we have an amazing, vibrant community inside over there in the Discord that you definitely don't want to miss out on, guys. And we're getting very, very close, man. I just want to say thank you, guys. We're getting very, very close to 7K. We're going to be giving away a Bonanza box, guys. We're going to be giving away a Bonanza box sealed on the channel. Yeah, you want to tune in to this Friday's live stream, you know, because we might have a surprise as well. Never know, surprise giveaway. So if you're listening right now, you know, that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you're subscribed. You want to make sure you ring that bell. You want to make sure you like the video on your way in. And you want to make sure to tune in to this Friday's live stream, guys, so you don't want to miss out. For sure. As we continue to get very, very close to 7K. Come on, let's get it, man. Let's get it by the weekend, by Friday. Man, we only got 2-3 days, Jay. Let's make a push, man. Just double check for your boy so that we can do the giveaway live on the live stream, guys. But you want to make sure you subscribe soon. We'll see. If not, we'll do it the next week. But we're making a push for this week, guys. Want to give back, give away that Bonanza box sealed to one lucky winner. You definitely want to make sure you keep this in mind. None of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. We have a Lure of Darkness. Card went crazy. All Malice players need play sets, and you know you need your one-up for Edison, and y'all want matching rarities, and the card came out at around 19s in the teens and spiked up to 40s, 43s with a Billy Bob sale right here at 59s, and then you wake up, the card is crashing down to 29s, and here we are. In the high 20s, upper 20s, 54 listings, and you see plenty of listings at around 30s. So again, post-tax, maybe $100 for a place of this quarter century. Not bad, especially compared to the higher prices of not just 43s, but as you can see, even close to 50s right there. Again, hopefully it goes down to 25s, providing that 50% half off discount. But this card has continued to retrace down. 25s is the expected target. So definitely keep this one in mind for a Lure of Darkness that will forever have just that innate demand, man. What an iconic card. We have Area, man, the Water Charmer, Gentle. Quarter century secret rare. Card was what, 650s, six and some change, spiked up to 1890s. Essentially to $20 with a Billy Bob coming in here at 36 bones. Insane. And now crashing back down. It says 956s, but now we're at 7 bones, man. We're essentially back down to the scene of the crime. 62 listings, but again, a lot of one-ups. If you want this card, you buy the retracement back down to the mean. You buy the crash to the dumpsters. This is what you buy. Single digits, 7 bones. Get your areas, man. If this is a card you want, you come in, you pick up these charmers, this Water Charmer at single digits as it crashed back down to the mean, to the scene of the crime. So again, I love it, man. Make sure you guys pick up this card now. Great card to buy right now, in my humble opinion. Then we have Arch Nemesis Protos. This card was pushing 7-8 bones. I picked up one at 7s for the long term, and it just made a new all-time low. Here. You know, with 6s pushing 7s for the most part, consolidating here. Picked one up at Indy for 7 bones, and now, you know, I'm down. Look at that. But that's just one up at 4 and some change. Really, the card is around 550s. It really is, quickly goes to 6s. So again, and then quickly to 7 at the bottom of the page. So 52 listings. So again, you know, this is a subtle crash in the sense that take advantage of these deals. If you can save $1, $2, $3 for a card that was already single digits, that's considerable. You come in and you take advantage of these deals right here as the card continues to make a new all-time low. Again, anything near 5 bones for a quarter century secret protos that people were paying 40s for ultras recently. Sign me up. Buy CDs and trades. Let me get a crack at that. We have Rise of the Storm Monarch. Again, this Monarch is using Froggies for Edison. So again, this card spiked up from 1181s to 2265s. Essentially from 10 bones to 23s. Now retracing back down to 18, 19s, right? Wrong. $13 card. 43 listings here. 13 fitties. So again, the 8 wall is at $15.69. But again, this card was getting sold at 30 bones at a point. So again, anything under 15s, these are deals, man. Deals and steals, even into this RO8, you know, is great for the long term, you know, before this card has a second leg up and goes into the 20s down the line. Then we have Sangan, an iconic card used in multiple Time Wizard formats. Card with 6 fitties, insane, going up to $21. Retracing down to 17s, but really is back down to 15s with a couple of one-offs. And it does go back up to 17s and beyond. 4 pages, only 40 listings. So again, you need to take advantage of some of these deals that are popping up right now for these particular versions, for these particular rarities, you know, of these cards, if you want them now. Again, this one I believe ages very, very well. It's used in multiple Time Wizard format. It's an iconic card. Yeah, if you want the quarter century around 15s, ain't bad. Same as Spirit Reaper. Card was what? 13s, went up to 15s, and now coming back down to 12 50s, but really is 11 bones, guys. So again, same deal. 39 listings. We're here essentially double bottoming here, guys. We're making a new all-time low. So again, if you want this specific version or rarity, then here it is. Spirit Reaper at around 11s. Now, like, let's say if I play a one-of, man. So wish I could see these, man, like in trade binders, because sometimes you just don't want to buy every card you want. Sometimes you're like, 11 bones, let's trade for it. But it's hard to get, it's hard to see, you know, but this one, beautiful quarter century. And yeah, there we go, man. Here we go. Then we have Dandelion. Again, an Edison staple for plants. Again, just broken. 1261, spiking up to 1584, 16s, retracing back down to the mean to 11s. Here, essentially double bottoming, as you can see right now. Excuse me. So again, because this card be a single digit? Sure, it's pretty close, but I mean, listings are under 50 listings. These are just a bunch of one-offs. So again, take advantage of these deals. If you want matching rarities, if you're already building your Edison deck, you come in, and even if you're not, again, as an investment, this card could give a 2x. It can. After it's done retracing back down and actually finds a bottom, this card could easily 2x from here. So another great one to keep on your radar. Then we have Morphing Jar. Same deal. These are old cards, man. Boomer cards just like me. Card was what 10 bones, spiking up to 20s, and now retracing back to what? To 13s and some change. This is what you buy. You buy the retracement, these one-ups. 41 listings. You know, don't let this go back up to 16s and beyond. 5 pages. Take advantage of these deals, these retracements that we've seen the trend, you know, in this video, in this market watch of most of these quarter centuries crashing down. You want to take advantage of those cards. And we have Heart of the Blue Eyes again. Card made a new all-time low recently at 750s. We're still around 70, 74s. Again, this is when you want to buy this card. Single digits. I believe anything at single digits is great because these are just 1s and 2s, man. You know, 1s and 2s. If you need a full play set, look, you need to pay 9 bones. So again, with the R9 right there, this card could be double digits again one day. You never know if this, you know, sneaks up a top in a major event. You just don't know, guys. So you want to make sure you have access. I have access to the engine. Never actually got, you know, to actually building the deck. Still, you know, that's the thing. I don't play much. So if you don't play, you don't have like the motivation to like finish a deck and this and that and the third if you're not going to use it. But I like that I have most of the pieces, if not all already. And I picked up the Exodia pieces, Euro print at Anaheim. Those Exodia pieces look marvelous in Euro print. Wow, just amazing. So again, Fire King Courtier Okanix, same deal. Told you guys it was gonna be single digits soon. Look at that, crashing down, new all-time low, and here we are. Of course, just a couple of one-ups, but these are the cracks. You see the cracks, the deals coming in. It's a matter of time before this card is not just single digits. It go as low as $5. So sell pressure continues for this card. Again, as people move on from, you know, Fire King as an engine and start playing, you know, Malice, Yugioh, and Fiendsmith, and this and that and the third. So, I mean, continues to sell down. This one again, Silhouette Rabbit. We just talked about this card the other day. Just telling you guys here on the 3-month new all-time low. It says 1590s, around 16s, but really it's closer to 15s. Starting to see the cracks, starting to see the walls come in, guys. The sell pressure. We told you guys, 15s expected. You know, maybe even into the lower teens, maybe even single digits. That's where I want to see. Because if I see this at $9, $10, your boy's coming in with a playset. You know, we're going to get a playset again, and then we play that game, sell the 2X at 20s, easy money down the line. Then we have Raging Phoenix again. Look at that, same deal, crashed down. Talked about this one recently, told you guys to sell. Still was around 20s, now it's 1794s, then it's 15s, and then it's single digits. Don't be that guy that holds on too long. You want to sell this. It's getting reprinted eventually, so definitely you should be unloading this one. And then Masterpiece. We need to end the market watch with the King. The King is going down in price because it's getting reprinted. I'm going to hold mine down. It's at 1188s. It'll probably be single digits soon. I'm going to hold just one copy. I'll keep it as a collection. I'm not a big collectors guys, but, with iconic cards like that, for me, what they represent, you can't go wrong. But if you want to sell, don't let it be single digits. I guess you're too late, but don't be later than late right now. Guys, we're on our way to 7K. Share this with one person in one group chat. It really does go a long way. As we continue to grow, to break barriers, 7K underway. Just on our way to 10. We're going to continue to do what we do here. We're going to continue to give back. We're going to continue to provide value. And, for now, it's on the daily. You guys enjoy it. I appreciate every single comment. And we continue to grind, guys. Continue to positively impact people's lives. Don't forget, live stream later this week. If you're still here, you're a straight MVP. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.